just wanna sleep forever. I wish you'd call. Stuck inside a dream forever. Climb only to fall. I don't wanna bring you down, so I lock myself away. I told you I don't need your help, but now I wish you'd stay. I wish you'd stay. When the voices get too loud, you know you're all I think about. I don't wanna bring you down, so I lock myself away. I told you I don't need your help, but now I wish you'd stay. I don't wanna bring you down, so I lock myself away. I told you I don't need your help, but now I wish you'd stay. I wish you'd stay. I wish you'd stay.
Welcome back, everyone. Sorry for the well. You might have wondered why you didn't hear anything Eurovision related before the stream. I kind of explained this a little bit briefly at the end of the last stream, but I understand that everyone missed it because you were busy voting. Basically, I've been having to think and everything because um, I understand that the chat replayability is kind of a good thing to have on the channel. If you miss the stream, then it's nice to have the chat go along on the side of the screen, because the one that you can see on, well, on the stream screen is a little bit unreliable. It doesn't always automatically update, and because of yeah, basically YouTube inactivates the chat replayability um, function if you edit the video. So I have to stick this voting stream with solely non-copyrighted music. So that's what's going to happen moving forward. The watch-along stream, I will play the top ranked songs from the year before. And then for the voting streams, you'll just have to survive with the non-copyrighted stream. So the winner of today, I'm not going to play it at the end. I hope you understand why. It's just for the good of the channel, really. Hopefully you remember what the song was and you can listen to it on your own if you want to at the end of it. As you can see on the screen right now, I've kind of dragged out the scoreboard a little bit. I hope you think it looks okay. Um, I think like it's obviously a lot of blue. So I zoomed it out a little bit, but it's, you know, it's taller. I think like just judging from what I can see, I have the stream up on my phone here as well. And judging from what I can see, it looks pretty good. So we're just gonna go for it. We got all of the 24 songs here. I need some predictions. I need a top 5 prediction as always from as many people as possible. If you get it spot on correct, you get a cookie from my grandmother, basically. Um, so yeah, get some predictions in. We got a bunch of voters today. We have 67 jury voters as always, and we have, I think, 105 televoters. So the televote is not as big as it was on Saturday for the 2001 watch along, but it makes sense because this is a Wednesday, and what's it called? The Saturday streams are more popular than the Wednesday ones. Latvia was going to win. Okay. Addy says Malta, France, UK, Latvia, Estonia. We got a France, Malta, Estonia. We have a very specific prediction from Liam that says Greece 9th. That's very specific. Top 5 UK, France, Malta, Estonia, Slovenia. Don't know the order. Slovenia, France, Malta, Estonia, UK. It's a lot of similar countries coming up here. 91 televoters. Okay, I'm just mistaken. Anyway, you'll all notice that hopefully I've added everything. The thing is, today I haven't double checked the votes when I've imported them to ScoreWiz here, which could be an issue. Because maybe something has gone wrong on the way. I've tried to really be as careful as possible when importing them, but if I've done a miss here and there, you'll just have to bear with me. But it should be correct. The only thing is that I didn't want to double check them because now I have no clue about anything of the results. And that's kind of how I want to keep it. But if there's a mistake on the way, we'll just have to adapt it at the end. But I don't think there should be one. I've been very careful in importing everything. Zimbabwe 6th. Now I think Zimbabwe is in for a flop today. Let's go. 67 jury voters. We're starting with Matt Adams from Poland today, and Matt Adams's first points look like that. The first 8 of the evening goes to Latvia. The first 10 of the evening goes to Malta, and our first 12 goes to France. France, our first leader of the night. Recruit would never make a mistake. Oh, you're really you're really having a laugh, aren't you? Samo Liubeba, which is a brilliant name for sure. 10 points to France there again, and the 12 goes to Latvia, which means that France, Latvia, UK, our current top 3, Slovenia and Malta behind them. Sir von Wickrath, the next voter here. Lower points, you can see them on the screen there. Spain getting their first. Bosnia and Herzegovina also getting their first. Lithuania getting their first, a big 10. And the 12 to Slovenia. So Slovenia takes over third place there. We have a tie for the lead at the moment between France and Latvia. Misilisi is voter number 4. Former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia getting their first points there. 8 points to Lithuania. Lithuania up in 4th place at the moment. Don't know what to tell you about that. 10 points to Bosnia and Herzegovina and another 12 for France. France putting a gap at the top. Next is Vilma. And Vilma votes for these songs, as you can see on the screen there. Cyprus getting their first points, only 2. 8 points to Denmark there. 10 points to Latvia. And 12 goes to United Kingdom. United Kingdom had dropped back very far, but there it gets a 12 to go up in 4th again. Next is Ivanik, Can't Live Without Music, and gives 6 points to the song I Can't Live Without Music. They're first as well. 8 points to Lithuania. Lithuania is up in the top 5. I didn't really expect that, but with Ivanik as a voter, you never know. 12 points to Belgium there. Belgium moves all the way up in 7th with that. As Mattia Lek is next up to vote. And you can see the smaller points on the screen there. 8 points to the United Kingdom, 10 points to Belgium, and the 12 goes to Bosnia and Herzegovina. Up on the top half it goes. Groot, which is your biggest no-no act today, and which country's voters are getting cancelled? And we'll have a serious talk. Honestly, probably Lithuania. I'm not sure what it's doing up there, but I've kind of gotten used to people just voting for these kind of songs, so I'll just accept it. 10 points to Denmark here from Jeffrey, and the 12 to France. So France back up in the lead at the top. Next is Addy Star. And the lower points are right there. 8 points to Estonia there. Goes up in 4th. 10 points to Latvia. up in second still, and the 12 goes to Sweden. Sweden closing up there, goes tied for 5th with the UK. Next is SvenskTV, so probably some points for Slovenia here. The lower ones you can see in there. Finland goes to the top half, 8 points to Slovenia indeed, so there are 2 United Kingdom and France. Even though SvenskTV is voting, France and the UK are superior, it seems. Yanis from France is voter number 11. The lower points are shown there. UK moves up into 3rd. Slovenia moves up into 4th. 10 points to France, and the 12 goes to Malta. Malta up in 3rd with that. Next will be Luis Lopez, Living a Celebration. Gotta say, some of the countries on the right side, I did not expect them to do that poorly. Cyprus, Spain. Spain gets a 10 there, more than doubles their points. 12 points to France at the top. France is putting a gap up there. But Spain and Cyprus, Spain mainly, I thought were going to do way better than this. EMPO is the next one. Spain's starting to rack up points now that I just said that I expected them higher. 8 points to Denmark. Denmark were doing particularly well here. Bosnia and Herzegovina racking up a lot of points as well. And a 12 to former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. Goes up in 10th with that. Next is Liz. And the lower points are shown there. Cyprus and Romania getting a few points. Both doing very poorly at the moment. 8 points to Greece. List for sure said the password here. 10 points to Slovenia and 12 to Finland to go to the top half. Gotta say, like, there's no one really running away with it. France has the lead, but it's getting blanked quite regularly, actually. The votes are very spread out so far. I Have No Idea gives 8 points to the UK, 10 points to Estonia, and the 12 to France. So France, the first one to reach the triple digits today after 15 votes. Daz is addicted to disco. We all already knew that, Darren. I'm sure Sweden and Finland might get some points here. 8 points to Estonia. 10 points do indeed go to Sweden. And the 12 indeed goes to Finland. Being predictable today, Darren, but you gotta take your moments when disco is on the cards in Eurovision. Crimson, little Greece reference here. 7 points to Greece as well. 10 points to the UK, who goes up in second for, I think, the first time today. And a 12 to former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, establishing themselves in 10th. Actually goes tied for 9th there. Keith from England gives both Austria and Switzerland their first points there. Turkey yet the only one to score. 8 points to Cyprus, 10 points to Slovenia, and the 12 goes to the United Kingdom. So the United Kingdom now also in the hundreds, and only 12 points behind France. Everything I want. First points for Turkey there. Everyone's off the mark. From Anton here, with a very cheeky name. 8 points to the UK, 10 points to Croatia, and the 12 to France at the top. Next is Happy Tibor. Really didn't expect Bosnia to be so low. I didn't expect it to be that high. I didn't expect it to be on. Well, it moves to the bottom half here because Tibor gives Lithuania even more points. 10 points to Finland, who are doing very well, and 12 to former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. Next is David Silva. Lower points there. Austria is starting to double their points here. Israel moves ahead of Romania. 8 points to Sweden. 10 points to Latvia, goes up in third there. And the 12 from David Silva goes to Cyprus. Yeah, Cyprus is not doing well. I expected them much higher. Lithuania still on the top half. I'm not sure what to make of that. Togravus Ceterum is the next voter. Bosnia and Herzegovina pushes Lithuania down again. 8 points to Macedonia, 10 points to Latvia, and the 12 goes to France. Groot, you could just say North Macedonia. No, we gotta be true to the time here. And I really, well, I'm not gonna say that I enjoy saying former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, but we gotta stay true to the actual time, you know? Chris G here gives 8 points to Estonia, 10 points to Cyprus, who actually made it to the top half now, and the 12 goes to Malta. Malta up in fourth. Fourth country to reach 100 points. Next is Moro, one of the years of all time. I noticed you didn't write best there, so it's just one of the years, which is absolutely correct. 8 points to Latvia, 10 points to France, and the 12 goes to Slovenia. So Slovenia joins the 100 points club. Denmark up in 6th, I gotta say, that's surprisingly high in my book. I did not expect it that. Um, Dutch City here gives 8 points to the United Kingdom, 10 points to Denmark, and the 12 goes to Estonia. Root, you didn't say West Germany back in the day because it was only called Germany in Eurovision, wasn't it? Or did they actually call it West Germany during the show? I'm not so sure on that. Anyway, Halcyon here, voter number 26. 8 points go to Malta, goes up in third. 10 points to Latvia to take back third. And the 12 to Estonia, who join the 100 points club. And Alipan is doing things. Groot's grandma, I'm gonna pause you right here. I'm just gonna see what Alipan is doing in the chat. Not sure what you're up to here, Alipan. Far too generous as always. We'll see. All budding media moguls needs investors. I am getting in on the ground floor. If I all budding media moguls needs investors. I can't speak English all of a sudden. Thank you, Alipan. Uh, not sure. Something about investing. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'll look into some fashion advice from you to to use your money on. Very kind of you as always. I think I think you really need to look into that wallet that you have. It's half of it belongs to me these days. It seems. Um, Alipan is investing into your brand. Okay, then I got it. Thank you, Alipan, for being our main sponsor of the day. In case you, um, I'm taking a moment of your time to introduce you to Alipan Space. Have you ever wanted to make a website or just get fashion advice? Alipan Space is the place for you. We're moving on. Thank you again, Alipan. Groot's grandma is voting now. You can see the smaller points on the screen there. Malta goes up in third. Latvia goes up in second. UK takes back second. And the 12 goes to France. France still has that gap at the very top with 37 points. Living a celebration with Sandrine's Seventh Wonder. There's a lot of references here. Is Sandrine, is that the woman from France? Possibly. 10 points to Spain here, and the 12 goes to Malta. Malta up in third. Sponsor of the day, is that a new segment? Well, it depends on on whether the sponsors are active. We have a sponsor of this day. It's a very special day. Tobiah X here gives 8 points to Finland, 10 points to Slovenia. Slovenia up in 5th here. And the 12 goes to France, who are now in the 200s. Next is Joni. Joni from Finland. Lower points there, more points for Lithuania. Only 1 this time. I don't think I've seen Lithuania get a 1 point so far. It's usually just 10s and 12s. 10 points to Estonia here, and a 12 to Malta. Malta doing well up there, up in 3rd place. Just a few points behind the UK and a few points ahead of Latvia. Rina Grau is the next voter. Turkey is really starting to rack up the points. I hadn't even noticed. It really left Germany and Switzerland for dead behind. Sweden with a 10 there to go into the hundreds as well. And the 12 goes to... Okay. Really said the magic word, didn't we? 12 points to Greece. Henny is the next voter. A few movement there. Estonia goes up in the top 5 there. 8 points to France. 10 points to Slovenia to go up in 4th. And the 12 from Henny goes to Latvia to take back 4th. And next will be David Kutai Art Vandalay as seen on TV. I don't get that reference, but said the password, that's for sure. 8 points to Malta, 10 points to former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, and the 12 to France. And now Mark is our... Wait, okay. Vitaly, I'm gonna wait with your votes. Sorry for interrupting the voting stream, but people are being generous today. which is far too much than they need to be. Mark says, having a tough time in my personal life, so thank you for these streams and to Division for being a bit of escapism. It's really appreciated. That's incredibly emotional to read, Mark. I'm so happy to hear that you find some kind of solace and joy in being a part of this community and watching these streams. It's incredibly amazing to hear, truly. Hope everything works itself out. Works itself. Do you say that? Works itself out for you. This stream is of course also sponsored by Mark and what kind of reference should we have on you? Mark's appreciation website. I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore. Mark, thank you for sponsoring this video. And very kind of you. I'm happy to hear that you find some kind of help in everything that's going on here. Lots of love. We're sending all of us. You can just look in the chat. Everyone's sending lots of love to you, Mark, and stay strong. Stay strong. Just like we will do when watching Vitali's votes. I don't know why I said it like that. Why did I do that? I'm not sure. Malta is up in second. Israel goes with 8 points. 10 points to the UK. And the 12 goes to Estonia. Mark VPN, that is indeed what we should sponsor today. Are you tired of having all of your activity online monitored? It's time for you to subscribe to Mark VPN, today's sponsor. Say Amber and I will vote on a completely unrelated note, gives 12 points to Latvia. Nothing for France there at the top, so Latvia goes up in fourth there again, and the gap is closed a little bit at the top. Auze gives Switzerland, wow, 400% of the points they just boosted. 10 points to Malta there, and a 12 to Estonia, so now only 1 point separating the UK and Malta here. Looky at that. Fermobi is voter number 37. Even more points for Switzerland. The comeback is on. 8 points to Greece there, 10 points to Denmark, and the 12 goes to Finland. France is starting to slip, possibly. Addicted to Steve. It's decent. More points for Switzerland. What's going on down there, huh? 8 points to Spain there. Spain still in 11th. 10 points to Estonia. And the 12 goes to the UK. My VPN will be called Mark Shark. That's actually really good. I do like that. Mark Shark. I'd subscribe to that. If it was a good VPN, that is. Say the word Rod Morgan, he will be there. Well, everyone, let's just try and not say it. You don't wanna expose yourself to that. 12 points to Slovenia anyway. Goes up, well, it doesn't move, but it's still in 6th place. 12 points from Micronesia here. No movement from the smaller points. 8 points go to France at the top. 10 points to Malta. And the 12 goes to Estonia. Estonia back up in 4th. Next is Jere. Jere is vote number 41. Latvia goes back up in 4th there. Belgium moves ahead of Lithuania with an 8. Austria moves ahead of Israel with a 10. And the 12 from Jere goes to Cyprus, who are very much on their own, but they're closing in a little bit down there now. Polina is vote number 42. And the lower points are there. Germany is putting the comeback on Switzerland here. We got a proper ding-dong between Switzerland and Germany at the bottom. Latvia gets a 10, and the 12 goes to the UK. The UK is closing up, and right as the UK are doing that, we got the Brit himself, Rodmorg, with a donation saying, I can't live without Groot. My wallet can't live without you either, Rodmorg. Thank you for the £2 donation. If you're sponsoring today's video, just compared to the other sponsors, I'm just gonna put you at a small little space at the bottom of the screen, and it's gonna be like, oh, we're also sponsored by the Roddy Doddy car rental service. In case you got a flat tire, called Roddy Doddy. We're moving on. Yarata. Thank you again, Rodmore. Very kind. Yarata is vote number 43. Romania is 5th to last. Come on. Wow. 10 points to Sweden, and the 12 goes to Greece. Greece goes up in 13th. And next is Lysan. Or well, it's German, so it could be like Lykan. I'm not sure. Anyway, 8 points to France, 10 points to the UK, and the 12 goes to Slovenia. The UK and France, it really looks like between them at the moment. 20 points between them. More with these French titles. Okay. Je me battrai pour ça. You made me say it. You made me say a French title. I'm sure you're happy. It's probably Robin, this. 10 points to Estonia and a 12 to France. Nothing for the UK, which puts the gap bigger at the top again there. Sasha can't live without music. No points for Germany so far, though. We got 8 points to Malta. Malta and Estonia separated by 2 points. Latvia further 2 behind. It's very close for third place. And a 12 to Slovenia, so nothing for France. 30 points between the top two there. Mart is voter number 47. 1 more point for Switzerland to extend their gap, well, to build a gap down to Germany. 10 points to Finland there, goes ahead of Sweden, and the 12 goes to Latvia, goes all the way up in third with that. It's pretty funny to see Finland and Sweden battling it out for 7th. They're the 2 disco anthems of the year, I guess. Guess the song, cause means love is real. I'm sure she doesn't say that, but it gives me Croatia vibes, doesn't it? 10 points to Croatia there to go ahead of Belgium, and the 12 goes to Israel, moving 2 places with that. And the next one to vote is ESC Fan France. And these are the smaller points. 2 points to France, 3 points to the UK. Spain goes up in the top 10 there. Russia with an 8. Doesn't move them in anywhere, but still. 10 points to Austria there. Move them 2 places. And Switzerland get a 12. Gotta say, that's the most unexpected voting of the night. Switzerland with a 12 from out of nowhere. Passes Turkey with that, and Germany is now glued to the bottom of the scoreboard. Elendils living a celebration. Maybe some points for Spain. Macedonia goes up in 10th there for the moment. And stays there because the 12 goes to Slovenia. Again, UK getting nothing there, so France is extending the gap at the top. Latvia and Malta and those could actually catch UK pretty easily. Tony Johansson's Onions and Garlics. Well, I'm not sure about the reference, but I do understand me some onions. 12 points to the UK anyway. 25 points behind France there, so it catches up a little bit. That has to be a joke. Hey there. We got 6 points for Germany here, so Germany might put up the battle back to Switzerland here, and dragging Turkey into it as well. I want to give me a break from this year. Oh, that's a bit harsh. 12 points to Sweden, though, goes up in 7th, and now it's only 17 points separating the top 2. Jon Jakobsen from Denmark is the next one to vote. A few movement there. Slovenia goes up in the top 5 now, but Estonia goes back up there and pushes Slovenia out. 10 points to Malta, and the 12 goes to France. So France is further again, putting a gap down to the UK. Sama from Spain with these as the lower points. Belgium goes ahead of Bosnia and Herzegovina there. Lithuania with another 8. I feel like Lithuania is getting a lot of big points today. 10 points to Spain, who goes up in 9th, and Finland with a 12 to go up in 7th. I also like how Belgium and Bosnia and Herzegovina are so glued to each other on the scoreboard because, of course, they tied in real life in, I think, 13th place, which is where they are. Yeah, Connor puts Turkey in last place there with more points for Germany. So we got a new last place. 10 points to Denmark and a 12 for France. I think France is looking very good to get the jury win. We still have 12 voters to go, though. Andy is the first one of those. He says the magic words, which is 3 points to Greece. That would be the password. 10 points to France and 12 from Andy. That's a sight you don't see every day. I don't think I've ever seen... Well, probably... Have I ever seen it, Andy? Let me know. Maybe 98. Did I see it then? You gave 12 points to the UK. Very unexpected, but very welcoming in my book. Legel Maurice gives 10 points to Slovenia there, and a 12 to France again. France 37 points ahead. Cat Live in a Celebration with these as the smaller points. Even Dr. Cat here gives Lithuania points, so maybe it's me. I just don't get Lithuania, I guess. 10 points to Slovenia and a 12 to Spain. Spain goes up in 9th with that 12. Cosmic Summers is voter number 59. And Bosnia and Herzegovina joins the 100 points club. We got Turkey getting 2 points, which means Switzerland, Turkey, and Germany are just glued to each other at the very bottom. The 12 from Cosmic Summers goes to Latvia. And France didn't get anything, so 26 points between the top two now. We got 8 voters to go. And Jay Sora gives these as the first points. Croatia go ahead of Greece there. 8 points to France, 10 points to former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. And the 12 to Denmark. Denmark 1 point behind Spain now. Next is Ninku Cha Cha Cha. Lower points are shown there. Estonia goes ahead of Slovenia again. The battle for getting to the top 5 is very, very close. Like, all of those songs are so close to each other. 12 points to former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. Puts them close to getting to the top 10 there. Stratsdas is voter number 62. Switzerland pulling away from the other two at the bottom. Actually catching Russia now as well. 8 points to Belgium to go to the top half. 10 points to France. And the 12 from Stratsdas goes to former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. Up in 10th there. Mark actually renamed himself to Mark Shark VPN. That's absolutely incredible. Lanemoye, 5 voters to go. Cyprus back on the top half. Spain goes back ahead of Macedonia. 10 points to Latvia. And the 12 from Lanemoye goes to France. France has this in the bag now, at least for the jury vote. We'll see about the televote later on. Dodo, or Dudu, from Germany. More points for Lithuania. 8 points to France at the top. 10 points to Spain to go ahead of Sweden there. And the 12 to Slovenia. Back up in 4th, Slovenia goes. And Philippa is voter number 65. A few points for... very much pity points for Romania at this point. I mean... yeah, I'll drop it. 10 points to Malta and the 12 to France at the top. You know what, I'm not gonna drop it. I love Romania this year, and I don't understand why it's 5th from the bottom. You're all doing it dirty. Pieman is doing a good effort here in boosting it a little bit. Doesn't move it anyway. 8 points to Cyprus, 10 points to Estonia, goes up in 4th, and the 12 to Latvia. And the final votes are from yours truly, and they look something like this. I just had to vote for Greece, you know, I just couldn't not do it. My 8 points to Romania actually put them 2 places higher on the jury vote, which is nice to see. 10 points to France, and my 12 to the UK. I'm very much satisfied with the current top 2, I gotta say. I'm slowing this down now as much as possible. We're gonna get to the televote now. Let's see. Televote, how many do we say, Darren, there were? Was it like 95 or something? There's a lot of televotes, so there's a lot of points to be given out here. We'll see how much will change around and shuffle in the board. But yeah, we're gonna move our way from the bottom and upwards, and we'll see if France can hold on to that lead and win it. That would be France's... how many wins do they have? Like 5? 4 or 5, something, I think. We'll start televoting. And Germany will be the first one to receive their points. And Germany gets 17 points, which is not a lot. That's even less than they got from the jury voters, and there were more televoters than jury voters, so not a good sign. Turkey is up next, and Turkey gets 54 points, which is way more than Germany. Puts them up on 80. Next will be Switzerland. And Switzerland gets 24 points, which is not a lot. But they beat Germany, but they get heavily beaten by Turkey actually in the end. Russia did very poorly in the voting here. We'll see if the televote will save them a little bit. Russia gets 78 points, which does put them in the hundreds at least. So, but they're gonna finish towards the bottom of the list, that's for sure. Next is Israel. This also means, of course, that Germany finished last. So Ralph Siegel finished last. Israel got 69 points there, which puts them up on 127. They beat Russia by 15 points. Austria up next. And Austria get 56 points, which they get beaten by Israel. They beat Russia, though, by 5 points. Next will be Romania. We'll see if I can be happy about a big score here. 104 points, I guess I'll take it, but I gotta say I'm a little bit disappointed. But hey-ho. Lithuania up next. I swear, Lithuania's gonna beat Romania. 90 points, yeah, they do it by 2 points. Yeah, I do not approve of that. That's absolute lunacy, but sure. We're moving on. Greece up next here. And Greece gets 87 points. Don't tell me they get beaten by... No, they beat Lithuania by 8 points. You gotta love the charm of Greece. Croatia up next, and Croatia gets 184 points. Whew. Whew. Look at that. 100 more points than Greece in total here. Big score for Croatia. Big score for Croatia. Bosnia and Herzegovina up next, 156. I think they get beaten by Croatia in the end there. Yep. They do. 6 points behind Croatia. So they're gonna get probably worst former Yugoslav country. 193 points for Belgium, which puts them up in the 300s. Big score for Belgium. Cyprus up next, and Cyprus gets 126. That's very low. They get beaten by Bosnia and Herzegovina even. 250. Yeah, Cyprus did not do well today, compared to the real life result at least. Denmark up next, who are doing well compared to their real life. 236 points for Denmark. Huge. 400 points for Denmark. Massive. They're probably gonna get... Are they gonna get top 10 with that? We'll see. Former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia up next. And they get 226 points. Does that put them... They tie with Denmark. We gotta look into the tiebreaker later then. They actually get the same amount of points. Denmark and former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. Next is Sweden. And Sweden gets... 243, so they beat both of those, that's for sure. Up on 428. 428 points for Sweden. We'll see what Spain gets up next here. And Spain gets 257. That's even more than Sweden, so they beat Sweden there by 17 points. And next is Finland. We don't have that many left now. We have seven countries left. Finland got 7th in the jury vote. That's pretty big. Finland gets 227. That puts them behind Sweden even. Oh my. Kind of mad though. Finland didn't even get 200 points in the jury vote, and Malta was 6th with over 300. So it's probably going to be a big gap here. Malta up next in the televote, and they get 406 points. They look at that gap. We have a very clear top 6, I assume, in this year. Malta up on 711 points here. Let's see if Slovenia can beat that. Slovenia gets... They can beat that. 436 points for Slovenia, so they take over the lead by more than 40 points even. Next up is Estonia. Estonia 4th in the jury vote. We'll see how many points they get here in the televote. Estonia gets 427, which means they get beaten by Slovenia. Yeah, by 3 points. 3 points between Slovenia and Estonia in the end, in Slovenia's favor. 3 countries to go. 3 countries to go. Latvia, the first of them. Latvia, the first of them. So they're really dragging down the tempo here. Latvia up next. Latvia gets Yes. 457, that's even more, of course, so they take over the lead momentarily. 801 points for Latvia. 801 points. UK and France yet to get their points here. I mean, basically, Latvia has confirmed a spot in the top three, but will they win? That's the question. The UK is up next here then, and the UK gets 527 points. Is that going to be enough? They're almost on 900. 881. How many points do France need? They need 564? What do they need? No, that's not right. I can't do math. 464. 464 points is what France needs to beat the UK to the win this year. 465. How many points do France get? How many points do France get? Finally, France gets 598. It's not even a contest. They're up in the thousands. They are up in the thousands. Look at that. Big margin at the end there. Yeah, the UK did get second, but they weren't even close at the end of this. Or, well, no, they weren't. 124 points separating the top two. You know, it's just. Can we sponsor a calculator? I'm trying to do my head math, and sometimes it doesn't work. But yeah, these are the final results. Look at that. We're gonna take a look at them in more detail in just a second here. I'm just gonna block this out for a moment, and I'll have to just adjust a little bit here on the screen, I think. Um, if I do this now, oh, it looks pretty decent, doesn't it? We can just give me a second. We can do something like that, I think. I'll zoom in a bit here as well. Yeah, that's good. Okay, here we can see the scores of everything. You know what, we'll just... former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia is winning the tiebreaker. They got 10 12s. Denmark got 6 12s, so now you know that as well. I demand recount. No such thing. That's way too time-consuming. We can start from the bottom. Germany got points from 9 people. 9 people voted for Germany. 2.06%. That is very, very low. 39 points, no big points whatsoever for Germany. 39 points, finished in 24th. The end of the Ralph Siegel era is definitely here. Switzerland in 23rd, got a 12, so that kind of, well, they would have still finished ahead of Germany, but yeah. Turkey in 22nd with 80. Then we had the gap up to Russia in 21st, Austria in 20th, Israel in 19th. They're kind of on their own here. The fact that Romania is getting beaten by Lithuania, I don't want to talk about it. Greece finished in 16th, which is kind of mad, but funny at the same time. Cyprus in 15th, which is lower than I expected. Got 5 sets of 12s, but a lot of blanks. Bosnia and Herzegovina also got a lot of blanks, finished in 14th. Croatia didn't score a single 12 points. Not a single one, but they still finished 13th on 278. Belgium got top half, kind of on their own here. I mean, almost 50, no, 35 points ahead of Croatia. I'm doing my calculator in here now. But almost 100 points behind 11th place, which basically Denmark got because of a tiebreaker. Former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia is the one that got top 10 because they got 10 sets of 12s, which is more 12s than Finland, Sweden, Spain, and Estonia got. Even Estonia didn't get that many. There's things going on in the chat again. Elendil is being incredibly generous because Macedonia ended up in the top 10. I'm happy for you, Elendil. If that makes you happy, I'm happy for you. Very generous of you. Thank you very much. Happy to give you some satisfaction in that regard. So obviously the stream is also sponsored by Elendil's Happy Pills, Happy Macedonian Pills. Finland in 9th there, 423 points, only 5 points behind Sweden, so the disco songs stuck together there. 17 points behind Spain. Malta is kind of a fascinating one. I mean, it got big points, but it got beat. No, wait, no, it doesn't matter. No, I'm just talking rubbish. Anyway, Estonia only 9 sets of 12s and still finished in the top five. That's pretty impressive. Got a lot of tens. A lot of people voted for Estonia. More people voted for Estonia than for Slovenia. Um, yeah, Slovenia racked up the 12s. 24 12s for Slovenia. Meanwhile, Latvia got 11 12s. So that's saying something. The UK got yeah, 21 12s. I mean, France just kind of landslided the 12 points, which made it win basically. 53.53% for France of the votes, which isn't really that high for being a winner. I think the winners usually are around 60%, aren't they? So yeah, this is usually where like the second placed songs get, I think. We can also take a look at the 12 points summary here, of course. You can see all of the people who 12'd France. They're shown right there. Of course, Slovenia scored more 12s than the UK, so you can see all of the people who 12'd Slovenia here. A lot of them in the televote. 21 sets of 12s for the UK, you can see them there. 13 sets of 12s for Malta, you can see them there. Latvia with 11 sets of 12s. Former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia with 10 12s, yeah. That's really huge for them. Estonia with 9 12s there. Denmark got 6 12s. You can see those there. We have another cheeky Sagapo reference here from Alipan. 6 12s to Finland as well. 5 12s to Cyprus. 4 12s to Spain. 3 12s to Sweden. Also 3 12s to Belgium. 3 12s to Greece. 2 12s to Bosnia-Herzegovina. 2 12s to Lithuania. 1 12 to Israel. 1 12 to Switzerland. And now you can see all of them. Okay. Croatia, Romania, Austria, Russia, Turkey, Germany. None of them scored a 12. So there's that as well. Is there anything else we need to look at from the stats? Darren will share all of this tomorrow, I'm sure. So you can take a look at it at your own time if you want to. But I guess that's it for today. Are we happy, sad about the results? I mean, my top two finished top two. My third place finished below Lithuania, so let's not talk about that. I'm gonna be leaving you for now. I'm gonna be hanging out on the Discord for a while, I think, in case something's going on there. Happy to have another watch along done, and very happy to have 2003 up next because it's one of my absolute favorite Eurovision years. So I'm really looking forward to watching 2003 with you all. I'm gonna enjoy it so much, and I'm hoping that you will as well because it's gonna be a good one. I love that year. I really do, and it's also the first year that I watched in real life. Back when I was a little lad. I watched Eurovision 2003, and it's my first memory of Eurovision, basically. So I'm looking forward to revisiting the good old times, even though I've watched that year a lot of times. I'm looking forward to seeing it again. So I really hope that you will join me for that. It's not going to happen on Saturday. I can already tell you that. But I'm guessing maybe next Wednesday then. So make sure that you keep your schedule open if you want to be a part of the 2003 watch along for next Wednesday. So yeah, thank you so much for tonight. I feel like my voice is going now, and obviously I need it for work tomorrow, so I'm gonna shut up now, and I'm gonna be leaving you. Of course, I'm not gonna be playing you the song from France 2002 because of copyright issues. So yeah, just see you all on Discord, and I'll play some non-copyrighted music. And have a very good evening. Bye bye.